Hey there YouTube, Mr.Lubufu, and I'm going to join into another Vintage Masters draft for you guys today. So we're just going to go ahead and hop right in as I tell my story. Or it's going to fire. Fantastic. We're with Coach JBK. He's a pretty chill guy. So while we look at this pack and I look at what we want to take, there's a ton of really good cards here. Expunge, Exile, Cloudjin, Manowar, Frantic Search, Dothy Mercenary are all very strong. There's a Tradewind Rider, which I think can also be quite strong. Battle Screech is playable. I don't really like red in this format. Exile is quite good. It's the only white card in the pack. There's like 4 blue cards, so I'm not sure whether or not it's the best. I could just take the Tradewind Rider. Why can I not pronounce that? Or just like a Cloudjin. Or I could just take Exile. I think I'm just gonna reserve this Tradewind Rider. Man, pronouncing hard. So those of you who saw my first Vintage Masters draft, I opened a Mox Emerald in the first pack, and that was awesome. I proceeded to scrub out of the draft itself, but I sold that Mox Emerald, bought a Legacy deck, and then I actually used that Legacy deck and was able to win 3 out of 4 Legacy 2-mans, and then I was able to join into this for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm having fun with this. What's this card do? Discard a card. Okay, so this is for that's for Madness. So here we have options. Famine seems okay. I don't really want to be in black though. Desert Twister is quite strong. There's Counterspell. If you're heavy in blue, Radiance Judgment's playable. I don't like Spinal Graft or Giant Strength or anything else like that. Moonmist Griffin's playable, and the Cycling Land is always good too. Triangle of War is fight on an artifact, so that's also fine if you're in those colors. I'm trying to pick something that actually works well with our Tradewind Rider. I'm not sure if I want to force the Madness, especially since we've seen no Madness cards in 2 packs. I think I'm just gonna take Counterspell. Counterspell is completely playable, and it's fine. So I'm not a fan of Grand Coliseum. This pack has Deathblade Elite, which is okay. Chimeric Idol is actually quite strong. It's not good with Counterspell, mind you, so that is something to keep in mind. Thopter Squadron is also fine. Giant Mantis is playable. Like, this pack is pretty empty. I'm leaning towards either the Thopter Squadron or the Chimeric Idol. That way we don't exactly lose a pick if we don't end up in a different color. I'm not that tempted by Owl Familiar, to be completely honest. I think I'm just going to take Chimeric Idol. It's a completely playable 3/3 that can do work, so I'm going to take a Chimeric Idol. Here is a kind of late Exile and a very late Kindle. If you can pick up multiple Kindles, like, you get really out of hand. Like, the first one's Shock, the second one is Lightning Bolt, and it's able to get out of hand really fast. Solitary Trooper is actually also really powerful. And then there's Exile. I think I'm just going to take the Exile here. I think I'm going to take that as a signal. Expunge is fine. I don't like Brainstorm. Cedar Jabari actually seems quite good too, actually. I think I'd like it over Exile. It's a 4-mana 2/2 that taps stuff with flanking. It's either that or Exile or Solitary Trooper. If I take the Jabari, it means to kind of be more aggressive. I think I'm just gonna take the Exile, just to be safer, than being purely aggressive. Afterlife is completely playable. That's quite strong. I don't like Phantom Nomad that much. I think I'm just gonna take Afterlife here. Ernum Jin is actually very good. Very nice and aggressively costed creature, but we haven't seen much green. I think the guy to our right is green. So I think we wanted to stay out of that color. I think Afterlife is completely... I mean, it's destroy target creature, which is a nice, solid effect for a deck. So I'm going to take that. There's a Circular Logic and Ophidian and Turnabout and that sort of thing, but We haven't seen the Storm cards either, so I think it's a good thing that we stay out of that. I don't think we are an Ankh of Mishra deck. I could just take Noble Templar here. Solar Blast seems fine. I'm trying to stay out of red. I really don't want to play Ankh against Ankh. I mean, if I go into an Ankh of Mishra deck, I don't think like Afterlife and Exile go good or go well with an Ankh deck. The question is, do I want that or Noble Templar? Because those are the only two cards I'm looking at right now. I'm not even considering Owl Familiar. I think I'd rather take the Ankh. Just in case we go into a white aggressive deck, I'll take Ankh. If not, it's not that bad of a pick. So we see no blue cards, so we might have to abandon the blue. Multiple rites of initiation. Fledging Jin is fine if you're aggressive. Goblin General is a sign that Goblins is open. Delphi Mercenary is actually quite strong. We might end up black-white aggressive. I'm going to take the Siltari Emissary, though. I think white is open, and I think that's the direction I might want to head into. Choking Tethers is fine. I don't like Suchi at all. Goblin Matron, yeah, so Goblins is open. So we can take Gust Cloak Harrier, which is a 2/2 flyer, which can come out of combat, and I think that's fine. Secluded Step, also good. This is basically Rampant Growth, which is fine, but I'm going to take the Gust Cloak Harrier. I think white is open. That is a... So the Dothi Mercenary tabled a... So did most of the red cards. So we might want to go red-white aggro and play Ankh over the blue, because I think we've seen no blue. It's kind of late Elvish Aberration too. So I could take Reckless Charge or Dothi Mercenary. I'm taking Mercenary here because Reckless Charge is not as strong. Mercenary has far more upside than the other one. So that is a Miss Moon Griffin. This card's very expensive for what it does, and Shelter is okay. I'm just gonna take the Griffin here. It's an aggressive flyer. We don't want Triangle of War since if we're in white, our creatures are gonna be pretty small for the most part. I'm just gonna take a Chartooth Cougar, just in case. Again, 3 red cards tabled. I'm just gonna take that one. I don't care about any of these. Rather take the aggressive 1-drop in case we end up like that. And take a Renewed Faith. I'm not going to play. Oh, they didn't leave the foil rites of initiation. So we're sort of in a bunch of different directions. I kind of want to lean into a white aggressive shadow deck right now. Well, now we want to be red-white aggro. Wheel of Fortune, one, it's a mythic and it's really, really, really powerful. You have to, in order to abuse it, you have to play a bunch of creatures and have a smaller hand, and basically, they have to not have played much. So I'm going to take Wheel of Fortune, and go nice and aggressive, which I'm okay with. Cards I'd like to table. So the Kindle didn't table, so someone's going to be happy with that. Maybe Aftershock's kind of expensive, but it's fine. Not much I really care about, but I'm going to take the Wheel here. Because it's kind of unfortunate we didn't open it pack 1, because I would have forced Storm, but we're going to be okay with that. Senior Bottle. Cute. Worst mythic of the set, by the way, in my opinion. So here we have no real white cards that are aggressive, and no real good aggressive red cards. We don't have anything like Serendipity, quite good. Do I just splash Wheel of Fortune? Like, the Freet's by far the best card in the pack. We still have aggressive white. It's better than... I think I'm just going to take the Efreet and we might just splash Wheel of Fortune. The quality of our blue spells is better. And casting flyers. It is kind of unfortunate that we have a bunch of 3-drops. Benevolent Bodyguard's actually, you know, it's playable. Death Head Buzzer is also good. We don't want to kill most of our own guys. I'm just going to take the Efreet here. Let's see what we got. Nothing stands out. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. There's a Banalish Trapper. That card's pretty good. Tappers have always been pretty solid. See more red cards. I still want to stay out of red. So I'm just going to take the Tapper. I think white is... We're in the right Yeah, we are in the right colors for this. So it's either take a second Trapper or take a Radiant Archangel. Since we don't exactly have any finishers yet, I'm just gonna take the Archangel. As much as I like my tappers, I think I'm just gonna take the Archangel here. Here, oh sweet, we take Soltari Troopers around. There is a floodplain, which is good, but Soltari Trooper is a very nice, aggressively costed creature that really starts the beats on, which I think that's kind of the direction we're heading. I don't want to take another 3-drop. Desert Twister's good, Brindle Shote's fine, Predatory Night Stalker's good, Choking Sands is not. Killer Whale's actually like probably the best card for us because we already have a ton of 3-drops. So I'm just gonna take the Killer Whale. What is this card do? Reveal 3 cards, put 1 in your hand, gain. That's rather disappointing. Another late Dothy Mercenary. And some green cards. I've not been impressed with Reviving Vapors, especially with our low converted mana cost deck. They just take a Dothy Mercenary. I mean, I'm gonna just take a Mercenary here, in case we don't end up in blue. It has the highest upside. Like, I really like that card, in case you haven't noticed. Like, we know we're in white, we just don't know our second color. Yeah, and I think black is... It's unfortunate the Astral Slide is not in the opening pack. I would have taken it or the other one, but I'm going to take Chainer's Edict here. Seems like blue is not the color to be in. I think black-white, sort of aggressive shadow creatures might be the way to go. In that case, Ankh is better in that sort of deck, and so is Wheel of Fortune. Sarcomancy. How many zombies do I have? Are these zombies? They are not. So probably none. So if they kill my 2/2, I'm a sad panda. I don't like Gilded Light. I'm just gonna take this Noble Templar. Actually no, I'm gonna take the Scabland. Scabland helps splash Wheel of Fortune. It is unfortunate it comes into play tapped. But our turn 1, we don't really have much going on yet. So I think just taking a Scabland is fine. I will take the Benevolent Bodyguard here. Triangle War on the other cards, but having at least a couple 1-drops is probably a good idea. How many flyers do we have for this Radiant Archangel? 1, 2, not that many. I'm gonna take a sideboard Seal of Cleansing here over a second Noble Templar. I'm not gonna play 2 even if I get it, and having a second one's fine. What? Okay, so I think we're the only white drafter. Vanilla Trapper should not table. I'm going to take Shelter here over Sarcomancy. Sarcomancy is fine as like a 1-drop. Think of it as a 1-mana 2/2, but I'm just going to take Shelter. Like, we're still keeping ourselves open to target creature you don't control, that creature block. I'm going to take that Provoke away. I don't know what's going on. We tabled a Trapper. That's one of the better white commons, in my opinion. Doesn't go well with our aggressive plan, though, so... That's a thing. That card's good. That card's good. Same with Soltari Trooper. Radiant Judgment's fine. Mana War is a good tempo card. I think the blue ship has sailed. So I think we gotta pass on the blue. As much as I love my Factor Fictions, I don't think it's the direction to go. Wild Mongol's also quite strong. So then the question is, do we take Radiance Judgment? Do we take Soltari Trooper? I think I'm going to take Soltari Trooper, actually. Make my 2-drops. Just try and curve out and crush people that way. This won't table. And we do have trouble with big creatures, but we have an Exile and an Afterlife already. So, just going to take this Trooper. Keep trooping along. Ooh, that is a card I want. I absolutely love Imperial Armor. If you literally go 2-drop into Imperial Armor, some decks just lose. And we already have Soltari Troopers and Soltari Emissaries, which are some of the better creatures to cast Imperial Armor on. So, that is an amazing pickup. Maybe we table Secluded Step or something like that, but Fire's Maya is also quite strong, but we completely and totally want Imperial Armor. Oh, Goblin Trenches is very good. Can't say no to Goblin Trenches. There's a Fledgling Djinn, but I don't think I can say no to Goblin Trenches. We're already splashing the Wheel of Fortune, and this card can get out of hand really fast. We're not going to need many lands. Notice our spike at 2 or 3 drops. And yeah, we're just going to go real aggro. And for going aggressive, it makes me not want to take this Ring of Gix. Instead, it makes me want to take another Dothi Mercenary or a Carnophage. Oh. I can't say no to Armadillo Cloak too. I'm such a greedy person. I don't care. I just can't say no to Armadillo Cloak. Here I'm gonna take the 3rd Sultari Trooper to back up our Imperial Armor Armadillo Cloak. I might not play Wheel of Fortune Goblin Trenches. There's a Scabland, and a Stoic Champion. Both of them are quite strong. Outpost is okay. It's not the best, but I'm gonna take the Trooper and be content with that. I think I just take a Floodplain here. It'll fetch. I mean, it doesn't really fetch anything. It's a basic plains, but I like it more than Phantom Nomad or Seal of Cleansing or Addle or Reanimate. I think I could just take a Defiler. Might just take a Defiler or a Barrenmoor. Both of them are strong. I don't really want to cast Defiler in this deck. I'm going to take a Barrenmoor, I guess, over the Floodplain. Oh, Lightning Rift, why? Why? You're so good. That card's actually quite strong. Guy has Braces. It's one of those cards where people just die. There are enough exile effects like Exile and Sword Splashers and the like that makes it slightly worse. Then the question is, do we take Harrier or Fledgling Djinn? And I think I'm just going to take the Djinn. It's another aggressive evading creature. That is a late Chain Lightning. That's a really late Chain Lightning. I think I'm just going to hate that Chain Lightning. Tranquil Thicket, not the best card to splash an Armadillo Cloak from, so I'm just going to hate that away. That should not still be in the pack. Oh, sweet. The Radiance Judgment tabled. Pretty nice. Our big problem is with giant creatures, and that helps deal with it. That card's playable. I don't want to be casting double black cards. I'm just going to take another Noble Templar and be sad. Now I'll just take the buzzer away from somebody. And then I don't like Scourge Familiar. I don't like Falling Out. I mean, it has flanking, so that's fine. It just can't block. I'd rather take the Benevolent Bodyguard. Our goal is to go 2-drop into Armadillo Cloak or Imperial Armor. I think I'd rather take the second Benevolent Bodyguard here. Another Dothi Mercenary. I think I'm going to take a second Mist Moon Griffin. Probably not going to splash red, to be honest. Just going to cast a Griffin over Mercenary. I'm going to take the Mercenary. The evasion. The Mercenary is so good. I'm going to take the Scabland in case we still want to splash it. We don't need a second Seal of Cleansing. Okay, I guess we'll take a second Seal of Cleansing. Oh, no one's in the fun deck. There weren't enough Lightning Rifts and the like opened in the early packs, I don't think. Otherwise, people would take it. The second deck can be quite good. So we're definitely playing Ankh. Our goal is to beat down and show no mercy. We don't want to play Seal main board. Shelter is playable. I'm not sure if I want to or not. We definitely want this Radiance Judgment. Helps beat some of the bigger threats. So we could go let's see. So we could go green for Armadillo Cloak. I'm playing this idle too. So let's see. Blue, I think we're not gonna have much of a chance to. It's a little bit expensive. We take red, we get Goblin Trenches, Chain Lightning, Wheel of Fortune. We go green, we get Armadillo Cloak. We go black, we get these guys. This is actually a very interesting decision. We also do get Chartreuse Cougar if we want to for land cycling. And Scablands. So red is like the easiest one for us to play. I'm probably... Oh, I'm so bad. Look at the flavor text and then talk to me. Yeah. Armadillo Cloak can be just so brutal. This is just a giant. Makes creatures giant. I think I'm gonna play Armadillo Cloak because I am really, 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 really greedy. And let's take a look at what the deck looks like with each respective color. So if we add red, and then look at our... So we have 12 creatures here. So what I like to do is separate out lands and spells. I know a lot of people do this as well, so... I count Chimeric Idol as a creature. And this could be land cycling too. So that's okay. We only have 12 creatures if we go this route, but we've got plenty of 2-drops to put enchantments on. Enchantments are not that good with Chimeric Idol. It's good with Gust Cloak Carrier though. If we go that route. If we don't, and we go black, we get basically a lot of creatures that our goal is just keep beating down. Our curve is slightly less nice, and our mana's a little bit worse. God, this is so greedy. This is not correct, by the way, but I physically can't say no to Armadillo Cloak. I think I'd rather play red. If we play red, we're able to get one, like, the removal is basically the same. Like, Chainer's Edict is going to kill their smallest creature, and so is Chain Lightning. Wheel of Fortune has so much upside if you just play out a million 2/2s and then cast it. And Goblin Trenches gets out of hand with it. 1 second, please. Okay, don't worry, I'm not dying. That was a lovely piece of thunder. Scared the bejeebers out of me. I think I'm gonna go with this. Play 2 Scablands. Scablands kind of not the best when we're playing so many cards. We only get punished if we have 2 of them, though. And then we get to play like 1 or 2 mountains for the Chartooth Cougar, and then a lone forest. So 1 forest, 2 mountains, 12 plains. Yep, looks good. 4 red sources for so many cards, and they're fetchable with the Cougar. And looks like we are set. Oh, and they were all waiting on us. It's all because I got scared and had to make sure that there wasn't a massive tornado about to kill me. So we're just gonna go ahead and stop and then restart. So see you guys for round 1.